And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Now Golden State's starting five. OG Anunoby is out there with Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. And there's Porzingis. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And for Utah, Williams is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's White. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. Greg, isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Now here's White. Clock at 6. Takes a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Zero hesitation on the arc. If White has a clear angle, he's taking the shot.
And here's Melton. Left side, Porzingis over Kessler. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Outside, White. Inside, here's Brown. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Melton passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Here's White. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now Melton, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Clock at 4. Outside, Porzingis over Kessler. Porzingis can't hit.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
And the basket by Curry.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to White. White, a screen on Green. Over in the corner, Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brown's got his second basket of the night. Melton feeling it out a bit. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Cody Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He hits both from the stripe. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Now Curry, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Now here's Melton, going inside, and it's sent back by Kessler. Podziemski, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
Number 2, Brendan.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors miss again. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Kessler setting the pick for Brown. The Warriors pull it in. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Williams. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes here for the Warriors. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Porzingis. Grant Williams comes in for Green. And it's Moses Moody in for Anunoby. Now here's Curry. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Pass to Robinson. That one goes in.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Collier. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Robinson a screen on White. Curry dishes to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, Curry is one of the toughest covers in this league, especially when he's working the pick and roll.
Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's the three. And White, the bucket on the assist by Markkanen. White's got 6 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Curry from deep. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, you can always count on Curry for a clapback triple.
Brown outside. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Curry with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Podziemski. Six on the shot clock. Count the basket. Robinson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Hey, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Celtics has announced their latest move. They're clearly excited to acquire Luka Doncic, a massive addition to their squad. They'll count on Luka having the ball in his hands quite a bit, whether it's scoring or playmaking. Doncic provides massive value for this offense. The whole league is talking about this move. It's buzzing. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Back to Podziemski. There's a screen by Robinson. To the middle. And the dunk by Robinson.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
here's Collier. Up top, Markkanen. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Collier. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors leading. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Robinson a screen on Nurkic. Here's Moody. Misses the fadeaway inside. Mitchell Robinson firing on all cylinders, guys, for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Nurkic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it sends the ball in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Good work there as it goes.
At 7 feet, getting in Nurkic's way this close is hard to do.
And for the Warriors, their shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. RJ, there were questions about the two timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Now, here's Nurkic. Picked by Markkanen. There's the drive. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Melton, no good. Utah has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Nurkic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Utah making a change here. Brown's checked in. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Podziemski, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Oh, look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
The Jazz with the lead. Nurkic, Porzingis with the block. And here's Melton. Williams a screen on Markkanen. Melton passes to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Markkanen sets the pick for Brown. Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Now, here's Melton. Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And they got to bring the double team on.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. White, he's checked in for the Jazz. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Here's Collier. And the shot falls short this time. Brown against Melton. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler comes in for Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Williams in for Collier. Podziemski with it, White covering. Porzingis with a screen on White. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Warriors with some changes. Santos is checked in, and Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Brown against Melton. To end the cold streak, Porzingis with the block.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league all the length.
Porzingis sets the pick for Melton.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Warriors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Brown. Porzingis with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now here's Curry. Williams sets a screen for Curry. 5 on the clock. Williams passes to Curry over Collier. No good off the back of the rim. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Sinks the triple.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Brown outside. Kessler screen on Melton. Here's White. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Williams looking around. Back to Curry. Left side, Porzingis shoots over White, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Curry. Porzingis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Outside Williams. Pass to Brown. Cuts it 5. They get it again. Kessler. That one doesn't drop.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now Melton. He has 5. Curry on the wing. This one for 3. And the Warriors another 3.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Brown with it. He's got 7. Outside, White. In the corner, it's Kessler. Williams, that's for 2. Another miss by Utah.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
One thing they get with Luka, he wants the last shot. And he's shown he's an elite closer.
No matter what gets thrown at him, he doesn't rattle.
Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half.
Well, Steph came out here with something to prove tonight. He's still an MVP level player. The man just keeps winning titles.
You gotta love how competitive he is, big fella, in all phases of the game.
Say it with us, Shaq. He makes it look Steffortless.
Steffortless.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Warriors leading by 20. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Porzingis. Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Kessler, still without a basket. Outside, White. Oh, good on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Green with a screen on Brown. Melton with the ball. Williams picks him up. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing.
Here's Melton. He has 5. Green with a screen on Brown. Melton passes to Green. That shot off the mark. Jazz trail by 20, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, "I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life." Guys, back over to you.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Anunoby following the bucket by the Jazz. Out to Porzingis. The three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside Williams. Kessler, screen on Green. Shot clock at 6. Oh my goodness! What a play! And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Now here's Williams. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's to Curry to end the drought. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Now here's White. 8 points for him. Inside, and it's in there. Kessler's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Curry. He's got 15.
Mitchell Robinson, Grant Williams,
to the paint. Stolen by Kessler. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Williams. Curry against White. Back to Williams. Kessler, screen on Williams. Williams passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Moody. He has yet to score. Pass to Curry. Williams sends a screen for Curry. He's looking for Williams. He finds him. And the slam by Williams.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Jazz.
Jazz trail by 14. Outside, White. Kessler, screen on Curry. And Kessler throws it down.
You can count on White to make clever passes and operate the offense.
And here is Curry. 15 points in the game. Now, here's Moody. Back to Curry. Robinson sets a screen for Curry. Drives to the hoop. Robinson, that's good.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Brown outside. White against Curry. And White kicks to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc, Warriors with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. Now, here's Moody. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Curry. A 3 ball. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
And it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Here's Bailey, guarded by Curry. Lets it go with a three. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
Pass to Robinson. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. There's a screen by Robinson. 4 on the clock. Podziemski finds Robinson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now Bailey. Now Concho. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Lepowski, he's checked in for Concho.
Checking in for Utah, number 22.
43 seconds left in the third. Pass to Sensabaugh. And stolen by Anunoby. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the slam by Moody.
Can't be careless with the ball whenever Anunoby is nearby. That's a recipe for disaster.
Jazz trail by 18. Now Nurkic. Stolen.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
There's a screen. Moody the pass to Anunoby. And he banks in the layup. Anunoby's got his first points of the night.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Warriors ahead as they end the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Markkanen is out there with Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Already a solid shooter. When you play off Markkanen, you risk getting burned.
To the inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Outside, Markkanen. To the paint. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now, here's Melton. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And they were perfect turnover-wise in the first half, but it's all gone downhill from there in this second.
Williams, he's checked in for Golden State. Jazz trail by 17. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Markkanen. Good on the bucket.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Now Melton. Down low. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
For Utah, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. High post, Nurkic. Bailey passes to Nurkic. Here's Collier. They get the rebound from downtown. He's off on that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis sets big screens and makes big plays out of that two-man game.
Jazz trail by 19. And Will Hardy is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The Jazz making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Utah moving it around. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 19 points. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Green now, top of the key. Back to Podziemski. Shoots the three. The rebound by the Jazz. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. Round the pass to Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Doesn't go that time.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Brown. Yes, that goes in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Podziemski with it. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Down low, here's Brown. Shoots over Curry. Brown, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
With the drive, Podziemski's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
It's stolen by Green. Podziemski on the wing. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Different look here for the Warriors. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Jazz. Williams against Williams. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Moody the pass to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Podziemski to the paint. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's White. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Kessler throws it down.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Warriors leading by 19. Here's Podziemski. Curry outside. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
With the step back, White finds Markkanen. Trains the three-pointer.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
And there is no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
6 on the shot clock. Curry, that's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Good on the three-point shot. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Curry on the wing. Pass to post. And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Stephen, what is it about the challenge of playing on the road that brings out the best in this team?
You know, all we got is ourselves on the bench, and top to bottom, coaches and players have been locked in, just giving a lot of energy and focus, especially to start games, and giving ourselves a chance to capture momentum early, and that's what you have to do on the road. And it's got to be a collective effort. Our intensity and energy has to carry us, and we've done a good job of that the last 2 games.
Everybody brought it tonight. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.